Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Zing This.
You Got Me, Zinger.
And I'm Ellie.
And, oh, man, we got a great topic this week. So, in honor of the 4th of July,
Yes.
Independence Day, we're going to be talking about
Patriotic.
iconic patriotic
there you go.
heroes, villains, characters from comic books and from video games.
Mm-hmm.
But first, we got some news to talk about. Trailers in particular.
News.
Well, we've got one new trailer for a movie, and then 2 trailers for TV shows that have been released. Well,
longer trailer.
yes.
Because Death Note's received a teaser trailer, but this is like a regular length trailer.
And what did you think of that, Ellie?
Please, I don't know. Don't kill me, everybody. It's just an early opinion. I'm gonna watch it. I don't know. I really have a problem with the Americanizing of it. Like, it's too... I feel like they've tried to make it so relatable for people in the States. I don't know. Some of the characters just look a little different than I want them to look. The main guy, of course, the main bad guy that his Death Note has been taken.
Yeah.
And he kind of goes on a vacation of some sorts and lets this other guy run amok for a while. He looks really cool.
The like death god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks really cool. I do like the way they did him, but I don't know, some of the other characters, the main characters and stuff, I just think the casting's weird. I don't know. I probably would have cast it differently, but I haven't seen it. So you never know, but that's my initial thoughts. It looks intriguing, but I'm a little weirded by the casting, but we'll see.
All right, cool. The next one that we have up is the Inhumans trailer. We got to see Lockjaw.
The television series.
Yes, we got to see Lockjaw, the dog, and some other
he's so cute.
some other characters and stuff. And I'm just interested. And this is something I've always wondered. How do you have the main character of your series not speak?
I know.
It's perplexes me, but I mean, I'm not the biggest Inhumans expert, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
If there is a spot on Marvel's knowledge, I mean, on Marvel's spectrum of knowledge I have, it is Inhumans is probably the most blank.
Well, the main Inhumans knowledge I have is from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Mm-hmm.
When they had that
which
whole...
is, I guess a lot of people have said that one's a very mixed bag of tricks.
Well, and it's, I mean, they had that whole story arc where they, went to where they were hiding and, and there were a handful of them that you got to meet.
Yeah.
But obviously it just barely scratched the surface, I'm sure, of how many different Inhumans there are out there. So.
But I'm looking forward to this series.
It looks
Might
interesting.
spark an interest in me to, read some more stuff.
Yeah.
And the only thing I'm really coming to mind right now is I know that there was a fight between Thanos and Black Bolt at one point where, like, he yelled... I understand what they can do. That's my vague knowledge, but Thanos grabs Black Bolt by the face and, like, slams his head into the ground saying, "Keep your secrets," because he was whispering at him and, quote-unquote, just, trying to destroy him with his voice. I think that was an Infinity.
Oh, okay.
I think. I don't know. The fight was pretty cool. I remember reading it, and it was a pretty cool fight. I'm just trying to remember what series it's from. But anyways, moving on. We got the gaming thing to talk about real quick. So Nintendo has announced, which I'm kind of wondering why they didn't really push for this at E3, maybe? Who knows? Once again.
Well, and we said that there was probably going to be more announcements to come.
Well, a lot of people have been speculating this, and I think it got leaked earlier, but it's kind of been officially put out by Nintendo. Mm-hmm. The Super Nintendo, kind of like what they did with the Nintendo last holiday season.
Right.
Where it's like a little tinier version of the system.
Mini.
But with a ton of games preloaded on it.
Right.
I'm kind of excited about this one. I was a bigger Super NES than original Nintendo player. So.
Yes.
And I
agree.
It's got a very good lineup of games, including Mario, the Super Mario RPG.
Nice.
Which I know a lot of people are fans of. And it's also got Super Mario World.
Okay.
Is the one that I like. It's the one where you get the cape and Yoshi's introduced.
Okay.
and stuff like that. It has to be World. You know what? If I'm wrong on that one, someone point it out. I've gone too long
I was like,
without
you're
having.
asking the wrong person. I'm sorry.
You know what? If I am wrong, someone call me out on that, because I think we've gone we're almost at 40 episodes.
Eric.
We're almost at 40 episodes, and you know what? I'm not double checking my information on this one. I'm gonna let myself get in trouble for this one, and we'll see what happens if I am wrong.
Ooh, maybe a speed round.
No, I've got a better idea now for that. So if I am wrong, we will find out. Anyways, moving on though. So apparently Fox might be moving forward on another Fantastic Four movie. But not. It's supposedly not. It's not the Fantastic, or however you pronounce that last thing they did. It's not going to be based with them. It's going to be kind of another reset.
Okay.
Possibly. And it's the early rumors is it might be based around their kids, with them kind of popping in and out, the main Fantastic Four cast.
Okay.
I'm just kind of like, I don't know if you're ever going to get anyone in the theater anymore. Now, I think it's getting to that point to where it's just like, how many times can you mess this up before just finally giving up on it?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's a lot of the series have done that. Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
It's had some
boo-boos. It had the one really bad one.
Yes.
And then it had the other one that had behind the scenes issues, I think, more so than anything. Because I don't think The Incredible Hulk was that bad.
Well, I'm just saying it's not like it's I mean, they've messed up. I know they had 2 with the original series for Fantastic Four, and then they had the remake that they did recently.
And they can't get Doom right.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I liked the guy that played Doom in the original series. I did not have a problem with the actor itself.
Maybe it was just that bad. I don't know. Maybe there's something.
The scripting.
There's something that is not ringing a bell with me right now about that movie and him being Doom that just doesn't match up. And I think it might be just it wasn't, I think, his acting. I think it was just the character's motivations were just really weird, if I remember correctly.
Well, like I said, maybe the scripting of it. Maybe it just wasn't a good script.
Anyways, point being, what do you guys think? Do you think that Fox should have another go at the Fantastic Four, maybe going at it from a different angle, or do you think that...
How many times have they redone Spider-Man?
They're on their third.
Third set.
Third Spider-Man.
Right, but I'm just saying there was how many before? There was 3 before. Then
there was the Sam
Amazing.
Raimi, and then there was the 2 Amazing, and the Sam Raimi ones. We'll have a discussion on those one day.
Because they weren't all great, so.
I think 3 gets more heat than it. It is well deserved, mind you. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get into a Spider-Man review out of nowhere.
Sorry. Well,
okay.
Well, we are.
We'll get to that later. All right, okay. So you know what? Put a pin in that. We will discuss Spider-Man.
I know what you're talking about right now.
The older movies at some other point.
I know what you're talking about right now.
Okay.
Jumanji.
I knew you were going to bring this up.
So, people, I love The Rock, but what's better than The Rock is, first off, the original Jumanji was fantastic. I loved the original movie, okay? Mm-hmm. So when they said they were going to remake it, I was excited just to kind of see a new reimagining of it. But it's got The Rock, Kevin Hart, and Jack Black channeling his inner Valley Girl.
It looks like a lot of fun.
Yes.
It looks like one of those movies that is going to be one that you just go to the theater for and you're just shoveling popcorn because it's just stupid fun.
Rock.
And then there's that too.
Yes.
So that would be what will we have 3 movies this year?
I don't know. If The Rock's in it, I'm there.
Of course.
It's awesome. So,
all right.
I'm excited.
Well,
do you have some Jabba news?
Yes, we have some more stuff out of the Han Solo movie, which has, as we talked about last week, has some issues with directors, but they got Ron Howard now. The other rumor is that Jabba will make an appearance.
That's awesome. I'm okay with that too.
But my question is this. It's supposed to be the puppet. It's supposed to be the puppet. It's supposed to be that, but what if they go with the CG version? Which one would you prefer to see?
I don't know. I like the puppet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This discussion will resume, by the way, later this month when we discuss The New Hope, because I think I have a differing opinion from you on a certain scene that is in the special edition. By the way, check out later this month, we will be doing our Star Wars special continues, where we will be doing the original trilogy. And here's a fun thing for everybody. We will be discussing kind of both the special and non-special editions at the same time.
You got to.
So that should be a lot of fun. So that was our little tease at that. But before we get to the main topic today,
Okay.
Ellie, who watches The Watchmen?
I do.
Well, if you have an HBO subscription, you can.
Well, then I still can.
There you go. So apparently
Sweet.
I think we mentioned it on a previous episode, but the Watchmen are going to be coming to television, particularly HBO, which I think
It's the only place for it.
Good fit.
Yes.
But what are they going to be doing? A lot of the stuff still has not been revealed yet. Are they going to try to do
Is it a prequel?
They could take elements from that. They have before the Watchmen.
Yeah.
They have a ton of content that's hinted at in the actual original comic. There's tons of stuff they could take from.
Yep.
But I think we should one day have a discussion on the original Watchmen movie at some point. While we are dropping a lot of hints at future episodes we could do on this one.
Well, as I'm looking over at one of our mini nerd walls, we actually have the Blu-ray special edition.
I got you that a few years
Yeah,
ago. But that
it's
one
pretty cool.
But I mean that would be an interesting one to discuss.
And it came with a hard copy of the comic book that's inside of the comic book.
Brain.
I know. The Black Sails or whatever it is. The pirate
Black
story.
Freighter. Yeah,
that's
the Black Freighter.
Yes.
But here's the thing. We should discuss that one day. Because I know that it's a very divisive movie. That some people love it and some people hate it.
Blue. Beep, beep.
Blue what? Oh, right.
Blue Wang.
Okay.
I specifically remember being mature enough to handle the fact that it was there, but oh my gosh, some certain people that were with us at the movie theater just could not get over that. Seriously. But I don't know if that's your problem.
It wasn't me, by the way.
It wasn't
not
Zenger.
It was. I was not the one that was giggling about it the entire time.
It wasn't necessarily giggling. It's just they were frustrated that there was so much of it, which I don't think it was that it wasn't that much. But.
Once again, we need to put a pin in this discussion. But it was one of those things that you had it in one scene, and you're like, okay, they're going to tone it back. Nope. Just there the entire movie almost.
It was okay.
But anyways, we should definitely have a discussion on The Watchmen one day.
Yes.
Maybe before the new series comes out, kind of as a retrospective, because I know
when is the series coming out?
I don't know. I could not find any real dates or solid information.
If anybody knows, let us know.
Yes. And what's your opinion on the Watchmen movie? Did you like it? Did you hate it?
Or the comic? Did you
like that? Did you hate that? Let us know. But now it's time for us to get into our main discussion.
Yes, I'm so excited.
So
let me talk about it.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Give us 1 second. We're going to play our main discussion music.
So, I'm super excited.
All right.
Because I'm sure that Zinger's going to be boring and talk about all the normal characters.
No, I got some good ones.
Okay.
But I feel there are some that have to be mentioned, so
okay.
I'll cover those bases.
Yes. But I'm super excited. It's we understand that we do have a lot of international listeners, and so we love and respect all countries.
Mm-hmm.
We just thought it would be kind of fun since it is the 4th of July coming up. To
day after this episode goes out.
Have a little bit of fun and kind of talk about some silly, some serious and some silly, a little mix of just some comic book and video games. So super excited. It's going to be fun.
Iconic patriotic characters.
Yes.
All right, let's
Let's do video games first.
Oh, dang, I have my... Okay, all right. Switch up my list. All right, there we go.
Switch it up. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I get to go first?
Sure.
All right, well, I think that this needs to be said first.
Okay.
Well, we can't talk about video game characters that are iconic Americans without talking about the World Fighting Tournament. Yes, I'm talking about Street Fighter. I'm talking about how does he get his hair to look like that? Guile.
Lots of hairstyling products.
I don't know. It's well, if you saw her picture on Twitter or Instagram, I tried to get the most outrageous version of his hair I could possibly find.
Okay.
And I mean, it is like just smooth. It looks like it's a hat.
That's awesome.
And I enjoy playing Street Fighter. He's not one of the characters I'm good with.
That you typically pick?
No, I'm not good with them. I can't do the Sonic Boom. I can't do his, like, I can't play with him. But he's an iconic American character. American tattoo on the arm. Mm-hmm. All American character.
Okay.
So there's my start for my patriotic video game characters.
Okay. Well, I didn't necessarily do characters. I did more like just the games themselves.
Okay, fine. Have it that way.
No, you're fine with characters. I got to bring it back. 50 Cent. 50 Cent, Blood in the Sand.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about out of left field.
Because we are so confident as a country, so confident that we're like, you know what? You can throw everything at you. We don't need to send the military or, tanks or
you just send in 50 Cent.
We're just sending in 50 Cent.
I never played that game.
I played a little bit of it.
I'm sorry.
Bit. Yeah, when you
there were a lot of people apparently like that game.
Yeah, when you work with video game stores,
you kind of play them all.
Yeah, you gotta kind of dab into a lot of different ones so you can talk about them. But yes, so that's my opening number.
All right.
Yeah. What you got next?
All right, fine. If this is gonna be, are we trying to outdo each other now? Is that it? Are we trying to see who can get the more American character out here?
That's or game.
Or game.
Yes.
All right, fine.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you have next? Let's go.
Well, I'm gonna talk about America's Great Hope. Liberty Prime from the Fallout 3 game. Yes, from the DLC content, the giant robot that leads you into battle has one mission: to fight communism with aggression.
Well, how else would you fight communism?
With a giant robot, apparently, that spouts out the most American phrases you can possibly think of. That mission was so much fun just because it was just so over the top.
Go ahead, give us an impression.
Obstruction detected. Composition, titanium alloy supplemented by photonic resistance barrier. Probability of mission hindrance, 0%.
Nice.
Liberty Prime is online. All systems normal. Weapons hot. Mission, the destruction of any and all communism. You want me to keep going?
No, you can stop.
Okay.
I just think it's fun.
No, I mean, it was just really funny because, like, as you're battling, you like, hear this giant robot blowing up stuff and yelling these things. Well, announcing. He's probably talking in a normal voice, but to us, it's yelling. So, that's my next one. So.
All right, you ready?
All right.
Ready?
All right.
Okay, so my next character from a video game of patrioticness. You can't get much more American than a semi 18-wheeler truck. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about 18 wheels of steel, American long haul.
I enjoy the fact that, okay, few things real quick.
What?
One, we just talked about Liberty Prime. Two, a behind-the-scenes note, she is wearing a Transformers sweatshirt right now.
See? I love it.
So, my automatic assumption is Optimus Prime.
Semi-truck. Wonk, wonk. I mean, nothing says America more than going across the states in a truck.
All right, fine.
Truckers unite.
All right, fine. Hold on.
Okay.
All right.
What?
Fine.
What you got next?
You want to go
I'm bringing
there?
out I haven't even mentioned all the good ones.
All right, you want to bring out guns?
Yes.
I got guns.
Okay.
I got the entire cast of Broforce. If you have not played Broforce, by the way,
it is fantastic.
it was free for PlayStation Plus. We are not plugging PlayStation Plus as our sponsor or anything, but it was free.
It was cool.
And it is amazing as a game. It is a side-scrolling shoot 'em up, Contra style. It is over the top.
It's really fun to try to guess.
Oh yes, we're
the characters are.
gonna play a game real quick because you unlock different bros.
Okay, yeah.
And we're gonna play a game. I'm gonna name a bro, and Ellie's going to try to guess who the bro is based off of. Some of these are easy.
Okay.
Some of these are hard, and all these bros are from like different, action movies or just bros.
Okay.
Like I said, this game is so over the top.
All right,
and
so
fun.
I can't look at the computer then.
All right, I'm gonna start with an easy one for you.
So you think you are talking to not a bro? Remember.
All right, this is the character you start off playing as.
Okay.
Rambro.
Rambo.
There you go.
Sylvester Stallone.
Brohard.
Brohard?
Bro-
Die Hard.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get some other ones.
Oh gosh, I'm nervous.
Oh, that one's too easy. Okay, there is a Men in Black one. It's Bro in Black. So that one's a little too easy.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, don't think that when it comes to me though. So.
Double Bro 7.
Oh, James Bond 007.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
I got it.
Bro Max.
Mad Max.
All right, good.
Okay.
Good.
I haven't seen the new one, by the way. That's really sad. I know.
I know. We need to both watch that.
Come on.
Ellen Ripbro.
What?
Ellen Ripbro.
Ellen Ripbro. Oh man, I'm done.
Ellen Ripley? Alien.
Oh, Alien.
Yeah, bros can be girls too.
I didn't know bros could be girls.
Okay, fine. What about this one? Broly. Broly.
Chun-Li.
No. Bruce Lee.
Oh! You just said bros can be girls, so I thought of Chun-Li.
All right,
You're trying to confuse me.
Do you got a few more in you?
I can try.
All right. Well, we will see if you can do. Okay, you've gotten two wrong. Two wrong.
Even though I think I should get a half a point for Chun-Li.
You got two wrong. If you get three, we stop. Brochetti.
Machete.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Broniversal Soldier.
Universal Soldier. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Sorry, I got excited.
It's okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that one. That one's actually pretty hard.
Okay.
Bronan the Brobrarian. These are all characters in the game, by the way, people.
Conan the Barbarian.
All right.
Okay.
Mr. Anderbro. This one I think
Mr. Anderson?
Which is from
Matrix?
Okay.
Yes! Oh.
Brobocop.
RoboCop, yes.
All right.
I got it.
Snake Broskin.
What?
Snake Broskin.
All I can think of is snakes on the mother beeping plane. Like, from Metal Gear?
Oh, you are really close. You are technically super close.
Oh. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm going to kick myself, aren't I?
Snake Plissken from Escape from L.A. and New York.
Oh, crap.
I'll give you one more.
Okay, because this is kind of fun.
Bro Dread.
Judge Dredd.
All right.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! No, I gotta do this one.
Oh no.
B.A. Baracus.
Oh, from A-Team.
All right.
Yes.
Bro Editor. The Bro Editor.
The Predator?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, some of these are really hard to figure
say.
out how to pronounce.
Okay.
All right, this is the last one.
Okay.
This is the last one. Bromando.
Commando.
There you go.
Yes.
Now, there's a lot more, everybody, but like I said, that was just us trying to have fun. And there's some that, like I said, it is very hard to pronounce some of these because you basically have to kind of...
Oh, man, I can't believe you didn't say Brodell Walker.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. You know, there's 2 Chuck Norris characters, if I remember correctly.
Is there?
Yeah, I think there is...
And
there.
The Boondock Bros.
That, and come on, I'm not doing that one.
That's awesome, though.
But there's the Colonel James.
Broddock.
Missing in action. So.
That is awesome.
But yes, there's my...
Too much fun.
There's my bros.
Yes. Okay. Well, we're going to come back to me.
All right.
And I've got another really, really, really patriotic symbol that everybody will know right away. They'll think of America. Steel balls.
What?
I told you this is just too much of a fun topic. Yes, patriotic pinball.
Oh.
Oh, so you thought I was going somewhere else, didn't you?
I don't know where you were going. That's what I was like, what?
This is kind of cool. I don't know if you remember back in the day, there was a lot of the pinball games, especially on PS2. They had like the Marvel boards and, all the different ones. They had a patriotic pinball. It had 2 tables. Mm-hmm. And one was like military, all the different, different types of military. And then the other table was kind of like just going around America, all the iconic stuff, like the Statue of Liberty and George Washington, so it was kind of cool. If you like pinball, it was kind of neat. So yeah, here's my next one.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I told you were getting close to a Metal Gear reference earlier.
Okay. Yes.
How about I just give you a Metal Gear character?
Okay, I'll take it.
The boss.
Yes, I agree with you.
The boss.
Yes.
Now, not Big Boss, so not technically Snake, but his commander and the original boss, because nothing says patriotism like betraying your country, giving a nuke to an enemy state, and going deep undercover enough to where you are actually the hero. Oh, sorry, real quick, if you haven't played Snake Eater,
spoiler.
Yeah, if you haven't played Metal Gear Solid 3 or 4, I'm just about to blow this whole. Which, by the way, one of the best endings and best twists in the game, if you ask my opinion. But anyways,
that's another day.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know if I could. Talking about Metal Gear, I feel like I have a wall full of yarn going, okay. Hear me out now with what's about to happen. There's a Metal Gear.
I'll stop you now.
Thank you.
Okay.
But no, I mean, I'm just trying to sum it up, is she did this, she painted herself as a traitor to basically become one of America's greatest unsung heroes.
Okay.
By what she did. And like I said, if you played the Metal Gear games, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, she is a true American because she died as a hero to everyone who knew what she did, but as a terrorist to everyone who did not.
Aww.
I know.
Sad.
It was a very touching end to that game.
Okay.
Very good ending.
Okay.
Love the Metal Gear series.
My turn.
All right, go for it.
Duke Nukem.
I knew this one was coming.
69th president.
I have a president on my list too.
Going along with the whole Broforce. I mean,
I'm surprised he's not a character in that.
Well, when I used to watch you play this game.
Yes, by the way, I did play the Duke Nukem game, the newest one.
Yes, he did. And just, I don't know, it's just so over the top, so cheesy, and the flags, and it was just
I will
funny.
say this, the game is still terrible.
Oh, well, I would hope we wouldn't have to tell people that, but it's just, yeah, Duke Nukem fighting for the United States president and all that good stuff.
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Uh-oh, you better watch out. So that's my next one. I got 2 more. I don't know how many more you have left.
All right, well, I got a few.
Okay.
I guess, let me do one more that I'm going to talk about a little bit more extent.
Okay.
And then the other ones, I guess, are just going to be bullet points.
Okay.
I'm going to say Nico Bellic from Grand Theft Auto 4.
Explain.
All right. What is the American dream? To come to the U.S., make it big, live large, all that stuff.
Right.
His character and his story arc in that game encompasses all of that. He is truly trying to live out the American dream while being a gigantic criminal, but minor details.
Different
I'm just saying.
strokes for different folks.
I'm just saying, true American dream and everything like that with him for what
Okay.
he did. Not the criminal aspect, but the
Right.
essence of he was coming to this country to
live out,
pursue
yeah.
an American dream, and then
gotcha.
got involved with crime.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, so I think Nico Bellic would be a good contender for patriotic
Okay.
and iconic American characters, even
I
though he's
gotcha.
not American.
All right. Well, my next to last pick is Oregon Trail.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it's the actual computer game or the card game, I think it counts. And
I-
yes, you did hear me correct. There is a card game version.
Love it. It is so awesome. Maybe one day we'll play it and record it so we can show everybody.
With camera and YouTube
Yeah.
and YouTube it.
Yeah. You can see my hands.
Ooh,
It's
hands.
exciting. It's exciting. But I mean, it's basically the story of the first American pioneers, traveling over 2,000 miles to better
Well,
themselves.
maybe not the
and-
first American pioneers, because I got somebody that might predate them.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, as of up to this point in the discussion. But yeah, I definitely, Oregon Trail is something that I think of when I think of this topic. So it's pretty awesome.
All right, fair enough. All right, my bullet point ones are
Okay.
Connor from Assassin's Creed 3.
Okay.
He helped win this country's freedom. So we should be thanking him on July 4th.
Oh, yes. Connor.
Yes. And the President of the United States, which you play as in Saints Row 4.
You do.
So, once
are
again,
correct.
another patriotic American character.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, I did say Street Fighter earlier, so I guess it's only fair that I go over to the other side of that sphere and go to Mortal Kombat, where we've got Jax.
I love Mortal Kombat.
I do too, but like
Can
I
we
said,
please talk about the movie sometime?
God, we're just seeding ideas for everybody.
It would be so much fun. But anyway, okay.
So that's my quick rundown of the last little bullet point characters.
Well, I have one more.
Oh, right. You do.
I was like, geez. Well, my last one is I can't talk about games that are patriotic and go America and all that without talking about America's Army.
Oh, right. I guess the Call of Duty ones should be included in this too.
Yeah, Call of Duty, that sort of thing. America's Army actually was made as a recruiting tool.
Yes, I remember. I remember that.
Yes. So, and it's really neat because a lot of these shooter games, it's all about yourself, and this was really focused on you had to
Teamwork.
use teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly. So that definitely, I could not talk about this topic without mentioning America's Army.
So I guess as a honorable mentions real quick, the Call of Duty and Battlefield series.
Right.
Just depending on if you want to. But anyways, if there is one that you guys think that is a character or game, since I went at this with characters, Ellie obviously went at this with games,
Right.
so we both took this at a different angle, which is fine. But what are some of your favorite patriotic ones, or which ones did you like that we brought up?
Yeah.
But now we're going to move into some comic characters.
Yay, yes.
Some characters from
Equally
comics.
excited.
So I mean, we're kind of going to go everywhere with this one.
Yeah.
So it's DC, Marvel, and some few others
Yes.
here. And mind you, we're not going to mention every character.
No.
So
But definitely
we're
have some
leaving that
good ones.
open for you guys to fill
Yeah.
in some. I'm going to start this one off, and it's a reference to a movie we talked about actually earlier.
Okay.
That was a comic. The Comedian.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think The Comedian would definitely
that was
count.
so sad.
Which part? Just his whole story, or?
Well, no, yeah. Well, actually, the whole series in general is just sad, but the whole comic book, but just the way he dies and everything is just sad. I feel bad.
He is an interesting character.
Yes.
I'll give it that. But yeah, the comedian from the Watchmen. Sorry, let me explain. The comedian from the Watchmen series. He served for the U.S. He served for the U.S. government during Vietnam and some other stuff. So I think that he's normally depicted with having a star on one shoulder and stripes on the other, and it was like the American symbol.
Had his cigar and
Yeah.
super manly.
Had the domino mask and everything, and
Yeah.
a gun.
Yeah, I forgot about him. Good call. Yeah. So, do you want me to go next?
Go for it.
So, you know how I always like to try to find cool female fun stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the Tick?
The comic, the cartoon, the live action, or the other live action one? One of which did star Patrick Warburton. Yes, there's 2 live action The Ticks.
Yeah, I do. Yes, he did. Well, American Made.
Oh, yes, this character.
Yes, from the Tick animated series. She basically focused on hand-to-hand combat, but most notably, while she was supporting her tiara, she also had weaponized high heels.
Gotta have weaponized high heels.
How cool is that? It kind of makes me think of that one video game, Bayonetta.
Oh, yeah, where she has the guns.
Yeah, in her shoes. Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know if you have anything else to say about her, but I was really excited when I was like, oh, I remember her.
I remember the Tick.
Yes.
I remember it. So, I guess, the comedian's DC, so let me just stick with DC.
Okay.
Superman.
Okay.
Superman is, I think a great character that, is he fights for truth, justice, and the American way. So, I mean, his color scheme's very reminiscent of, the U.S. and everything like that. And I'm also going to point out that there is an interesting storyline called Superman Red Sun, where he actually lands in Russia and becomes their greatest hero. It's a great comic and everything, and, love to talk about it one day. But that's kind of, I just wanted to point out, Superman is one I think of.
Okay.
So, and I'm just going to tag this one in too real quick, since this kind of goes hand in hand. Wonder Woman. Because in one of her origins, like I said, she has way too many to count. She was supposed to wear the colors of the country that she was going to, which is why she has the suit Star-Spangled.
Okay.
So, just wanted to point that one out. Real quick. I got some more, but I just wanted to get get those two together real quick.
Well, I'm going to stick with DC.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to talk about Yankee Poodle.
I saw this one, but I decided to go with someone else instead.
You're like, I know Ellie is that cheese.
No, I went no. Just no.
Well, Yankee Poodle is DC. And Yankee Poodle actually has been in a few different things, but there is a Yankee Poodle in the Zoo Crew, which actually showed up in Final Crisis. Just in case.
Sorry, my eye was twitching for a second.
Zenger is dying right now. But it first appeared in New Teen Titans number 16. So if you're wanting to know
is this like a poodle that...
Please hold on.
Okay.
So Yankee Poodle, if you're wanting to know his I don't know if it's
it.
We're going to go with it. I'm sorry. I don't know if you want to know its superpowers.
Sure.
But basically, it shoots semi-solid electromagnetic stars from its left paw. I'm assuming the left front paw. Okay. Not the back paws.
Okay.
And from its right paw, it repels objects and generates stripes to attract things. So it's,
once again, this is a poodle?
Yes, Yankee Poodle. And the images that I mainly saw were, like a shirt-esque outfit thing with stars and stripes on it. So,
okay.
Very patriotic poodle. And it's basically from Earth 26, where there are sentient animals. And he kind of, I keep saying he, I apologize. It kind of gets its powers when Starro... The poodle gets its powers when Starro, space starfish, has some beef with him and throws like a meteor or something that hits him that has... Yeah, it's it's really weird, but...
This didn't come from the Golden Age, did it?
I'm sorry, but I had to talk about Yankee Poodle.
Okay, my nosebleed subsided. Uncle Sam.
Yes, I have Uncle Sam. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Uncle Sam, the actual, and
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't need to show you a picture. Just
We have a lot of DC love for this patrioticness, I've noticed.
I'll wait until we get into
Okay.
Marvel. So Uncle Sam basically is, if you imagine, Uncle Sam, we
Right.
want you, from
Yeah,
the posters, and
right.
that is legitimately the character.
Yes.
But he has superpowers.
Super strength,
Yes.
invulnerability,
Yes.
can shrink or grow.
Yes. But I thought I read somewhere that his strength and everything and all of his powers are based on how much America believes in the American dream.
Well, and if you're looking for Uncle Sam, he first appeared in National Comics #1.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody has it out there.
And that is a legitimate DC character that
Yeah.
I have seen in
Yes,
comics in
you
the
are
background
correct.
and or fighting in some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep.
Well, since we're going off on the DC tangent, Lady Liberty.
I figured you were gonna get a few of these. So.
Yes. She first appeared in Batman and the Outsiders #1.
Okay.
And basically, she has a torch. Go figure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lady Liberty. She has a torch that shoots energy beams.
Oh.
Yep. And she's actually part of a team. You know how almost it seems like every superhero, they have their own stuff, but they seem to always, there's all these
Of course,
teams
of course.
out here.
You gotta team up.
Right.
You gotta have the team up.
So are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
She is part of a team called the 4th of July.
Okay.
And her man squeeze, the man she likes.
Oh,
Do you know who it is?
Is
Do
it
you know
Uncle
who
Sam?
It's Major Victory.
Oh, I saw him too. He was one I kind of
Yes.
went by real quick, and I was like, Ellie's probably gonna find some of these.
I know. And Lady Liberty, the one I'm talking about, that has a crush on Major Victory and part of 4th of July team. She's original. There has been some other later Lady Liberties, but the original one is the one I'm talking about.
Interesting.
Yeah. Your turn.
Well, I'm out of DC one, so if you got any more DC ones,
I am not. I have one more.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. So my last one is Star Spangled Kid.
Yep, that's about right.
You knew I was
Oh
gonna-
wait, you missed one then.
What?
I thought you were gonna have Stargirl.
Yeah, I didn't. You can talk about her.
She basically is kind of all American looking outfit and everything, and you've probably seen her in the Legends of Tomorrow. She had a cameo in there, so definitely. And she's on the JSA, so she pops up every now and then if you read those comics.
Nice. Well, Star Spangled Kid is DC. First appeared Action Comics #40. He has a cosmic converter belt and mainly focuses on hand-to-hand. But the original Star Spangled Kid, there's been 2 others. But the original one, his name was Sylvester Pemberton. And you know what he likes to do?
Go for it.
Fight Nazis.
Nazis.
Yes, so I had to bring him up. And he has a sidekick, Stripesy's. Or Stripesy. Stripeys. But what I thought was really cool, though, is, like I said, he's the original. Sylvester Pemberton is the original Star Spangled Kid. But there's been 2 others since him. Guess who one of them has been in after him? Miss Martian.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Has actually been Star Spangled Kid.
That is interesting.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, I've got one more before we move away from DC because it dawned on me. Lex Luthor.
Are you stretching?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Well, I mean, patriotic, American.
Okay.
Would you dare say presidential? Because if you remember correctly, in both the TV series and the comics, he was the president of the United States for a while.
Okay.
Well, of course, doing evil Lex Luthor stuff,
Right.
but which the conclusion to that, if you ever want to read it, is the volume of Batman and Superman, Public Enemies. Great storyline, has a ton of cameos from other characters. So if you like a ton of mashups and stuff, you get it with that.
Okay.
Because basically Batman and Superman are named Public Enemy #1 by Lex Luthor. So it's a fun read. So if you want to check that out, it kind of also brings his storyline as a president to an end. So
Okay.
just wanted to throw that out there because I mean, people might not know that Lex Luthor in the DC Comics was president at one point.
Nice.
So I guess we'll move on to Marvel, which let's just get the big one out of the way real quick.
Captain America.
Captain America. But here's the thing. We're going to talk about several different Captain Americas.
Right.
So you've got your classic Steve Rogers, the one everyone knows from the movies and stuff like that.
Right.
But you've also got Bucky Barnes. Yes,
I like
the Winter Soldier did take over as Captain America after he was killed after the events of the first the first Civil War. He took over as Captain America for a while. So definitely wanted to point out that one. Another person who's taken up the mantle of the Captain is Sam Wilson, Falcon.
I like Falcon.
And I believe right now I don't know what's going on with Captain America right now with the whole Secret Empire. So I'm just going to wait till that's over with to really recap that one.
Okay.
But we have one that I think is pretty interesting that not a lot of people might know about. Isaiah Bradley, who they had a limited series called Truth, Red, White, and Black, which was set during World War II, and he was part of the Super Soldier program as well.
Okay.
And it's a very interesting story if you want to read that. So once again, that's Isaiah Bradley, and the comic, definitely check it out. Truth, Red, White, and Black.
Cool.
So tells a different story of the Super Soldier program that birthed Captain America as well as this Captain America. So there, we've gotten Captain America out of the way. And of course, he has his several alter egos. We're not going to get into those.
Right.
So, but yeah, Captain America and all the fun stuff that he does. So let's move into Marvel to get some other patriotic characters now.
Well, I have two with the name Patriot in it.
I figured you did.
And I'm pretty sure obviously you know about this one too, but Iron Patriot.
All right, I'm going to stop you there because who are you talking about?
The one that was in the Dark Reign series.
All right. Here's the fun thing.
Okay.
So we have the movie. Sorry, I'm going to go on a quick tangent
Oh, no, you're
real quick
fine. Yeah, go
to
ahead.
explain this. Because I'm sure people are thinking, wait a second, wasn't Iron Patriot the moniker for War Machine during the Iron Man movies?
Right.
You are correct. It was a alternate suit of armor that Tony Stark had. But during the Dark Reign series, Norman Osborn actually stole the armor and took over the Avengers by bringing in supervillains that he was like, hey, after different events that happen with the heroes, he's like, hey, we're going to take over and we're going to run this now because people trust me. I'm Norman Osborn.
Right.
And of course, as we all know, Norman Osborn is not to be trusted, but he used the Iron Man armor to basically seize control, create his own Avengers team, which was known as the Dark Avengers.
Yeah, I was going to say check out the first issue of Dark Avengers.
Yes, check out Dark Avengers, but also, oh man, one of my favorite Marvel storylines, Siege, where Norman Osborn decides, through actions with Loki and some other people, decides that Asgard, which is currently floating over the Midwest, about 10 feet off the ground over the Midwest, is a threat to national security, and decides to attack Asgard. And oh man, such a good comic series. I really enjoyed Siege. But yeah, so that's kind of how his Dark Reign came to an end. Ha ha.
Da, da, da. And then
also sorry, real quick. Tony Stark does have the armor. He just doesn't use it that often.
Oh, Iron
sorry. I
Patriot.
just wanted to mention that it is an armor of his. He just
Right.
doesn't use it that often.
Yeah, and then there's U.S. Agent, also known as Super Patriot.
Okay.
So those are a couple of the ones with Patriot in it.
All right. The only other one I have.
I only have one more after this.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I have Nuke,
Okay.
who some people might be familiar with. He was in the Jessica Jones series. I don't think he had the giant American flag face tattoo that he does in the comics. But
I love that cover arts and stuff.
But yeah, he kind of crossed paths with Wolverine at one point.
Don't we have? I think we have.
Yes, there was several issues with that where it had I think if I remember, let me see if I'm remembering this correctly. Wow, I've got a lot of stuff I'm putting myself over the fire with tonight. If I remember correctly, there is the cover art where it has Wolverine with the American flag on his face instead of him.
I think
but
so? I can't
but
remember.
if you got the variant has the Canadian flag instead.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yes, that was for one of the Wolverine Origins comics. I cannot remember the number off the top of my head, so you cannot get mad at me for that one. I'm openly admitting I don't remember those numbers correctly, but I'm almost positive that's how it is the regular one, Wolverine American flag, the variant Canadian flag. Cool.
Well, and the only other one I had, which I couldn't help but mention, it is a Marvel one.
All right.
American Eagle.
You know what? I saw that one. I'm like, what is that clothing brand doing on here? And I saw that it is a character.
Stop. No. So anyway, he is a Navajo Indian.
Okay.
And he first appeared in a Marvel 2-in-1 annual number 6. And it's really cool. Got to bring some love to the Native Americans out there. He has a crossbow that fires special bolts. Super strength and speed, heightened senses. So it's just, I don't know, he kind of looked cool. It was neat. Some of the images was him like on a Harley that had the like American flag on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it was really cool looking, really neat. So I liked him a lot. So that was American Eagle was his name.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of wraps up our patriotic characters and video games and comics and everything. So let us know what some of yours are, or some ones that we missed, or whatever you want to let us know about. We'd love to hear it. So speaking of stuff we'd love to hear, we actually have some fan mail to read. Ellie, if you would.
I would love to. Yes. So Jason put, just wanted to say that I just discovered your podcast when you did a guest appearance on Strange Matters. I decided to listen because you were casting from my home state, just like Strange Matters, and it was about all things nerdy or geeky. So, to speak. I live in the southwestern portion of the state, so your podcast is nice to hear, considering it can be hard to find people to discuss these items with. Anyway, great show, and please keep it up. Also, how do you feel about classic movies? It'd be interesting to see your opinions on some of the classic horror movies, especially the Universal ones.
Well, thank you, Jason, for that email. We greatly appreciate it. A few quick notes on that. If you're wondering what guest thing is he talking about, we actually did a short record segment for the Strange Matters podcast. I believe I mentioned it in the past episode, but we did a thing for them, and they wanted us to talk about, whatever home state you were from, and we shared the same state with them of Virginia. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but we are Virginian based, and we talked about mountain lions for me, because apparently, according to the National Wildlife Service, they aren't in this area, but yet there's tons of sightings of them every year. And Ellie, you discussed...
Yeah, and I talked about over near the Tidewater region, near some train tracks, there's been some ghost lights from...
And isn't there, train sounds, too, and stuff?
Yeah, from... it was something about an older train from, the...
Civil
War era. Yeah, so it was really, really interesting story.
So that's where you heard us from. If you want to check that out yourselves, go to Strange Matters podcast. They're part of the Dark Myths Collective. Real great bunch of guys, and we really appreciated them having us on for that little segment. Even though we don't cover, per se, that stuff, we really appreciate them letting us have an opportunity to talk about that, because we're both fans of that, which I will get back to another thing in a minute, but I want to answer his question first. So, Ellie, how do you feel about classic movies?
Well,
particularly, I guess, these horror ones from Universal, which, I got a fun fact. The Universal horror movies like Frankenstein, The Wolfman, The Mummy were one of the first shared universes.
That's
If you
awesome.
think about it, I mean,
Yeah.
they lasted and they had characters crossing over and it all existed technically in kind of one universe. Interesting, I know.
No, I love those movies. They were great. I would love to
Maybe Jason and anyone else that's interested.
October.
Yeah, October would be the time to tune in for that. We're planning some big stuff.
We're doing like a month-long celebration
Spooky.
of all things Halloweeny.
Spooky topics and
Yes.
stuff. So we're gonna have some fun in October. It's gonna be a little, not a complete departure from our normal stuff, but
Darker.
a spooky or darker
Yes.
take on our normal stuff.
Darker
So
singness.
yes, so definitely check that out, and I'm sure we could watch one of those movies and give an opinion on it. Mm-hmm. So thank you once again, Jason, for writing in. Definitely check out the Strange Matters podcast on the Dark Myths Collective. And speaking of dark myths, we did a guest spot on top of that for a full show with Secret Transmission recently.
Yes.
I'm sure that you probably saw us posting about it on Twitter and on...
It was super fun.
It was a lot of fun, and I cannot even begin to describe the amount of topics we covered, which, by the way, their host, Toby, is a big comic book fan. So we are hoping to have him on at some point in the near future, which is the next few months or so. No exact date yet, but we're going to love to have him on. If you want to listen to some nerd discussions, that's definitely the place to go. If you're into any of the paranormal stuff like that, we discuss some of that too. It's a great mixture of both topics, and we both had a lot of fun, and we appreciate them allowing us on it. Once again, that is the Secret Transmission podcast, another one from the Dark Myths Collective. So check out both of those. Like I said, we did stuff with them, and it was a lot of fun. So before we wrap stuff up, we've got a few announcements to make real quick. I know we've been going long on this, but hey, we're having fun talking, and you guys are hopefully having fun listening still.
Yes.
So real quick, Virginia Comic Con.
Yes.
It is on July 8th. Well, it's on July 8th and 9th, but we will be there on the 8th. So if you want to meet us, or if you want to come, hang out, or if you're just going, we would love to meet people who listen to the podcast in person. We should be easy to pick out. I'm definitely wearing one of our t-shirts, which we have, so definitely look for that. And we're looking to, talk to you guys, hopefully meet some comic creators and get some discussion done with that. Another note on speaking of comics, I am apologizing and we are sorry for the delay on Umbrella Academy. We will have it out soon. So we just had a little bit of some scheduling issues and stuff like that, but we are definitely going to get it out. So July is going to be packed full of double podcast weeks, if not triple for some stuff maybe. As stated earlier, we do have the Star Wars New Hope episode, which should be around the 14th to the 16th, somewhere in there, that will be dropping. So definitely check that out. If you want more Star Wars content, of course, check me out on the Star Wars Junk podcast, which I am a host on that as well. So definitely check that out.
Yeah.
If you want more Star Wars discussions. And I just want to give a quick opportunity to say this. If you are a comics fan, if you are a fan of Superman, definitely make sure to go to your local comic book store and pick up Superman 26. The artwork is done by a friend of the podcast, Scott Gottleski, who was on to talk about Copperhead, and he did discuss this, so definitely get out there and support him. We would greatly appreciate that. I'm definitely picking it up on Wednesday when it comes out, so you should too. And you know what? Tweet him a picture of you picking up that. I'm sure it would make his day.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And tag us in it so he knows that we told you. All right, Ellie, do we got anything else? I think that kind of wraps up everything for... Oh!
Apparently not.
No, there is one more thing. So I know we have not done our other read this yet. And like I said, it's coming. But I want to announce a quick hint at what our watch this will be. If you're paying attention to our episode numbers, we're coming up on episode 42 at some point. So why don't... If anyone knows what the significance of the number 42 means, you might know what our watch this is. And we will discuss the book slightly, but we are going to focus on the movie. So with that, let's wrap this episode up. All right, Ellie, how are some of the best ways to listen to the podcast?
Well, check us out on SoundCloud.
Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play. And if you're checking us out on iTunes, Ellie, what should they do?
Give us a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5-star review.
Helps out the podcast a lot. We greatly appreciate it. If they want to join our page on Facebook, just look up
Zing This.
And if you want to tweet at us, you can always go to Twitter and
at Zing This.
If you want to follow us on Instagram, it's at
Zing This Podcast.
You want to check us out playing some games?
Twitch.tv/Zing This. You can change it up a little bit, play something different than Injustice.
Actually, I'm thinking about playing Titanfall again. They've released some new stuff, so
okay.
we'll see what happens.
Groovy.
And finally, if you want to help support the podcast, you can go to
www.patreon.com/zingthis.
And you can be like our newest Patreon member, David Ginsburg.
Yay!
Yes, that name. If that name sounds familiar, he has been on the podcast, but he is a new Patreon subscriber with us, and I'm just gonna give him a shout out for that. And a shout out, I mean, not like we wouldn't shout it out, but you can check out his podcast, Tales from the Fandom, where he talks to different people of different fandoms. I'm sure we'll pop up on there again soon, but he recently did a Harry Potter for the 20th anniversary, so that was really cool to listen to. And he also just started he started one new podcast. I think the other one's going to be out shortly. It was Tales from the Golden Yoke, which is a podcast he does with his sister, talking about farming and, running a dairy farm and a creamery and everything, and making ice cream and stuff like that. Nice. So that's really cool. With that, he also has another one, Tales from the Five Nations.
Okay.
And that is a role-playing one he's going to be doing that will be coming out. If not out by the time we're saying this, be out shortly. So definitely check out his podcast. Once again, that's Tales from the Fandom. And Phil Rude will be joining us, of course, for the Umbrella Academy episode.
Awesome.
And finally, if you want to email us, you can go to zingthis@gmail.com. Our sound guy is Aaron. Check out his website. He is actually currently in the process of going to Nashville, so if you're in Nashville, definitely check him out. And finally, DJ Golden Boy.
89.
Play us out.
Yes. America.